Anthony Davis on the Lakers day one of this season, so much more valuable than getting him at the trade deadline. The rationale being that they get the whole season to have a better seed with him, and that integration period we saw with the big three in Miami, famously, what did they start, 9-10 or something?
9-8, yep.
9-8. You can skip that, or not skip it, but you've gone through it early in the year, not closer to the playoffs.
And you can fill out your roster.
So I'm asking you a question, yes or no?
Yes, much more valuable having
Because you
the whole
do realize
year.
I just reiterated that because you gave me a look like you weren't sure if you wanted to disagree with me.
I agree strongly.
Okay. What was it that was making you kind of give me a look like you weren't sure?
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay. All right. So we agree that Anthony Davis to the Lakers is better now for the Lakers than later. So my question is, if I had asked you, give me a price on the no. I want to say Davis won't be there opening day. Would you have given me 12-1? 15 to? You said it's almost a sure thing. What number would you?
Oh, no, it's much closer to 50-50.
So really, we didn't know. We thought there was a real chance.
Yes.
So then why would the odds only go from 6-1 Lakers pre-Davis to 4-1 after Davis?
Because the bookies don't like to give any kind of possibility of a good bet to the bettors, and they were basically putting out odds that were insufficient to what they should have been with the uncertainty of whether Davis would go to the Lakers.
Wow, that was a lot of words. Let's say it a little more simply. The bookies price in the NBA offseason as if the best possible reasonable result could happen, that it will happen. So if Colin, and we talked about this last week, they made, I thought he made a rare, to be honest, Vegas mistake in that he was talking about, okay, Philadelphia's only blah, 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 whatever the odds were. Oh, they must be retaining Butler. Okay? And that's good logic because the odds would only make sense at that low number. And then looking and saying, Knicks look pretty good here, or not look good, but man, these Knicks, they must be getting Durant. I guess it wasn't that one because he had already been injured. But he went through 12, 15 teams. Did you hear that, Brad?
Yep.
And every one
best case scenario for that team
was the only way that you could rationalize the odds. And thus Colin thought it was a message about how good or what Vegas thought the likelihood of these free agency moves and such would be, except no. The bookies say we're going to charge. It's almost like, imagine this. There's 3 bands that are okay. It's 1974, and there's a 50% chance the Rolling Stones are going to show up. Now, if the Stones show up, maybe you're going to pay, I don't know about 1974 dollars, but we'll teleport back to the future and act like I know who the big star would be today. All right, Jay-Z. He'd be big, I'm sure. 50% chance Jay-Z. Okay, if Jay-Z's on, you might pay $300 for a ticket. If Jay-Z's not, maybe $100. What do you price it at? Well, if it's 50-50, the delta is $200 extra for Jay-Z. You add $100, everyone's happy. You're rolling the dice, paying an extra $100. If you win, you get $200 of value. If you lose $100. But if these bookies were running that place, the tickets would be $298.
Yes.
And then when Jay-Z got announced, it'd be like $300 it is. And you guys got so lucky. I'm serious. Cockroaches, I'm not lying. And I'm RJ Bell saying it straight out of Vegas.